If you are a little nervous about approaching the craps table like I was for the first time, this is the video for you. I'll let you know what to expect so you can play like a pro. My name is Jeremy. Thanks for joining me today. Let's get rolling. First, pick a casino. Maybe there is one close to you, or maybe you're going to Vegas soon. Find a table that has a minimum bet that you are comfortable with. I like $5 tables because, well, I'm cheap. Actually, I'm just not a big risk taker. Typically, the nicer the casino, the higher the limits, but casinos in downtown Vegas or some of the strip casinos early in the morning or afternoon have $5 tables. There are a couple of $1 and $3 tables out there. If you know where they are, share it down in the comments. You will know the limit of the table because it's always posted at each table. Look for a table that has room for you to stand by the rail. If the table is full, you can stand back and watch. With your first time playing, maybe you might want to find a table that has just a couple of people. On the layout, you want to locate the on-off puck. This lets you know if the game is in progress or starting over. If you see the puck says on and is placed above a number, the table is in the middle of a game. Once the 7 or a point number is rolled, the puck is flipped off and the game is over. This is when you want to join the game. Next, you want to exchange your cash for chips. Let the dealers first finish paying off all the bets. Get his attention and say chips, please. Lay your cash on the layout in front of you in the come area. Dealers can't take cash or chips directly from your hand for security reasons. Let's say you have $200, which is a good amount for a $5 game. The dealer will take the cash and give it to the boxman, who will count out the money for the cameras above. So when you lay the cash down, the dealer may ask you how you would like it. I'll usually ask for all 5s and a couple 1s. If they don't ask, they may just give you $25 chips and 4 $25 chips. It's really not a big deal because any bet you make, the dealer can always make change for you later. The dealer will then push the chips in front of you. Pick up your chips and place them in the chip rack in front of where you are standing. Now you are ready to place your first bet. You want to place your bet before the stick man gives the dice to the shooter. The shooter keeps tossing the dice until they 7 out. You can bet on any shooter, but only make your bets between rolls, when the dice are moved to the middle of the table. People take turns being the shooter in a clockwise direction around the table. You are not obligated to bet on every shooter or every toss of the dice. Once the person to your right 7s out, you will know that you are the next shooter. Alright, it's finally your turn to be the shooter. You can pass if you don't want to throw the dice. Just let the stick man know you don't want to shoot. But what's the fun in that? To be a shooter, you have to place at least a minimum bet on the pass line or the don't pass line. Let's place $5 on the pass line. The stick man will push you 5 dice to choose from. Choose any 2 dice. Be sure to only handle the dice with one hand. Do not switch the dice between your hands, and do not pull your hand back over and below the rail. If you want to shake them with one hand, that's fine. When ready, toss the dice to the far end of the table from where you are standing. You want to make sure they make it all the way down to the back of the wall. Don't worry if you don't. The dealers may just warn you, please hit the back wall, or they may say no roll and give you the dice back again. Just do your best to hit the wall every time. You will be fine. If you rolled a 7 or 11, congratulations, you just won. The dealer will place a $5 chip next to your bet. Collect it and place it in the rail, and you are ready to roll again. On the come out roll, you might roll a craps, a 2, 3, or 12. You will lose your bet and the dealer will take your bet. It's okay, it's still your turn to throw the dice, but you must place another pass or don't pass bet. Place your bet. The stick man will push you 2 dice. Go ahead and toss them again. This time, you make a point number. Now you continue to roll the dice until you hit the point again, which is a winner, or you 7 out. If you roll a 7 while trying to hit your point number, you have 7'd out. You lose your bet, your turn to throw the dice is over, and the person to your left will be the next shooter. You are responsible for collecting your winnings. Depending on the bets you have made, the dealer will place your bets in the come area in front of you, next to your field bet, or next to your pass line bet. Sometimes the dealers may place your winnings all the way in front of you, but they don't have to. Remember, the dealer can't hand chips to you and will always place them on the table. This area is the dealers only. Only they can place bets up here. Keep your hands out of here. If you are making a bet that goes up here, place your chips in front of you in the come area and let the dealer know what the bet is you want to make. These areas are self-service. You can place these bets yourself. Remember, the dealer will usually pay these off by placing the winnings next to your bet. You are responsible for collecting the winnings, or they could be considered another bet with the next roll of the dice. Even worse, another player may grab them. The center bets or proposition bets are handled by the stickman. When he is ready, he will start calling for people to place their bets. Get his attention, and when he makes eye contact, gently toss your chips to him and call out your bet. That about covers everything I can think of. If you still have questions, let me know down in the comments. A couple more things. Not written rules, just game etiquette. Here's a big one. Don't say 7 ever. On the come out roll, sure, it's a winner, but it's better you just avoid saying it entirely. On most rolls, it's a losing number and people have nicknames for it, such as the devil. Players are very superstitious, so just avoid saying 7. Keep your hands up and out of the playing area while the shooter has the dice. If someone 7s out after hitting your hand with the dice, you can expect most people to be pretty upset with you. Don't place late bets. Be sure to make all your bets before the shooter gets the dice. Don't talk to or touch someone who is shooting the dice. Yeah, cheer them along, but don't talk directly to them. Some people don't mind, but remember, most gamblers are superstitious, and this is just a courtesy. Most casinos offer complimentary drinks to players. Keep your drink away from the table and on the drink rail below the table. Tip the wait staff that delivers it to you. If you're a smoker, just be courteous. It can get pretty tight at the table with a lot of players. Some casinos offer free crap lessons, usually in the morning. They're going to go faster and not as thorough as my videos here on Color Up, but it could give you a good feel for a real table before actually playing. That's it for today. On my next video, we will talk about understanding and beating the odds. A thorough knowledge of the dice combinations and the resulting odds are a must if you want to be successful at the game of craps. Until then, I'll see you at the tables and good luck on coloring up.